I'm going to continue with a few more question types. So I'm going to add a question. And now I'm going to go to multiple choice grid. So multiple choice grid and checkbox grid are almost the same thing, but checkbox you can click more than one answer. So I'm going to start with the multiple choice. And if you think about it with rows and columns and how you want to set this up, so let's say you're studying mammals and reptiles and you learn different classifications and different things about them and you want the students to pick it out. So this would be only one correct answer. So I'm going to say what feature applies. And let's say we're doing mammals and reptiles. So the options for each of these are going to be these eggs, this fur, let's say swims in the water. Okay. I'm going to require a response in each row so that they have to answer. And this is one of those ones you're going to have to see in preview. So if I click on preview and scroll, now you can see how this is set up. So for mammals, which one is the correct answer? And for reptiles, which one is the correct answer? Now, I want to do it again with a multiple choice grid. So I'm going back to my editing. And if you notice, every time I go to preview, this opens another tab. So if you go back and forth between preview, you might have some extra tabs up here that might confuse you. I like to close them down so I only have the one with my form. Okay, so now I'm going to use the same question. I'm going to change it to the checkbox grid because that means I can have more than one answer. And I'm going to say check all that applies. And I'm going to do my mammals again. Reptiles. And I'll do my eggs. Fur is cold blooded. Now, if I look at my preview, you can click more than one if you want. So mammals, or let's do the reptiles if you want these two. Okay, then you can click more than one. We're up here, you can only click one. Okay, and when I did that, it's telling me I have to have one per row because I answered for mammals, I didn't answer for reptiles, so I'll click on reptiles. Okay, I'm going to go back to editing now, and this is where it's asking me, do I want to leave, or because I made some changes on the form. I clicked actually on the form. I don't want to. And now again, I have this extra tab, so I'm going to close that out. And I'm going to go to the bottom, click on my last question, and I'm going to add another question type. So the last two are date and time. So if you want your questions answered in the form of date, you would click on that. We can say, when is your birthday? And then students have to answer only in the form of a month, day, and year. I'm going to make it required. And then same thing for time. I click on the time. Time were you born? And you have to answer in time. Maybe I don't want to make this one required because a lot of people don't know, especially students, I'm sure, don't know when they were born. Okay. So I showed you about this answer key before. Because we made this a quiz, it shows up under every question. And we know with multiple choice questions, you can assign the correct answer and give feedback. Well, with other questions like this one, where there really is no right or wrong answer, if you click on it, go back to the editing and we click on answer key, what it'll allow you to do is add points and you can give some answer feedback. Okay, so you can put something in here to give them feedback and the points, but you just can't obviously have it graded. This one wouldn't be graded because there's no right or wrong answer. But if you have an actual quiz that has right or wrong answers and you have paragraph questions and something other than drop down multiple choice or multiple select, you have to grade that part by hand. So you can't do that feature for those types of questions. Okay, and those are the different question types that you can add to a form. Next, I'm going to show you a few other things that you can add.